physics minors.
Okay, I tell you, it is decided by department. It is decided by physics department. I hope it is not going to happen. But in my opinion, two interference diffraction must be asked. Okay. Hello.
In the
Parth.
last class, you said that there will be a meeting to decide the syllabus, so that's why I am
There is
asking.
meeting. Where is meeting?
You only said that there will be meeting of
Yeah,
your department.
it is the meeting going to happen in department. It is organized by department, not by me. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I hope it is coming week. It may be the syllabus decided up for minor, but you keep in mind interference and diffraction is must be. Okay. Hello, Parth
Okay, sir.
Bansal.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Syllabus for interference diffraction must be. So I confirm you when actually this is the meeting decided by HOD, not me. Okay. HOD department decided the meeting, and in meeting syllabus decided. But in my opinion, interference and diffraction must be. Okay. Parth Bansal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So confirm about the interference diffraction. Okay. If any going to happen, then I update you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So I want to discuss about the lasers. So already I discussed about the laser in previous lecture. I discussed about finish the polarization. Then I tell you that in next lecture I discuss about the laser. So I want to share my PP PowerPoint and laser. Have you seen my PowerPoint? Have you seen my PPT
Yes,
on the
sir.
screen? Okay, so
Yes.
I want to discuss about the any question doubt to ask me, otherwise proceed further. Anyone have any doubt in previous lecture? Hello. Hello. Okay, the video lecture and PPT is also laser light and PPT. Video and PPT is also uploaded on Amazon. Okay, LMS. Have you seen? Observe. Hello. Do you get my point? Parth Bansal. Parth.
Yes, sir.
Have you seen the lecture and video on your LMS?
So not on lasers, but I have a doubt in previous lecture. So could
Tell
you
me.
explain optic axis once again? I was having some issues in
But
understanding that.
at last I tell you because uh, again I go back to the application. Okay. So when I finish this laser, then at last I discuss about the applications. Okay, clear? Hello, Parth. Parth, do
Yes,
you
sir.
get my point? Okay. Have you
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
seen the lecture PPT of lasers?
No, sir. Not now. Not now.
Any question about laser? Otherwise, I proceed further. Hello, Parth.
Sir, please proceed.
Any doubt about this one? Lasers. So I am talking about the laser. First, what is the full form of laser? Full form of laser means light amplification. What is the full form of laser? Light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Sorry, this is mistake. Sorry, just a minute. Stimulated emission of radiation. Light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. This is the full form of laser. What is again? It is asked, examination. Examiner asked, what is the full form of laser? Laser means light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. So light means photon of radiation. This is amplified. Amplified means we have given low input, we have get high output. So it is amplified by what is the name of process? By the process it is amplified is known as stimulated emission of radiation. So I discuss you what is the stimulated emission of radiation. Again I discuss about the full form of laser. What is full form of laser? Laser means L stands for light, A stands for amplification, S stands for stimulated, E stands for emission, and R stands for radiation. So then the full form of laser is light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. This is the full form of laser. What does it mean? It means that light is amplified by the stimulated process, stimulated emission of radiation. This is the method. This is the method by which light is amplified. That method is known as stimulated emission of radiation. So I discuss about that. What is the stimulated emission of radiation? So before studying this one, we study about the three fundamental figures, three fundamental definition. First one is absorption of radiation. Second, we discuss about the spontaneous emission, and third, we discuss about the stimulated emission of radiation. So laser is based on the stimulated emission of radiation. So what is laser? Laser is, it is very, laser light emits very intense light. Intense is very intense, almost perfectly monochromatic. The light emitted from laser is perfectly monochromatic. Directional means straight travel and highly coherent beam of light. This is the property of laser. Laser is straight travel, monochromatic, highly intense, and highly coherent. It is, it is depend upon the phenomenon of stimulated emission of radiation. So later on, I discuss about what is the stimulated emission of radiation. It is predicted by Einstein in 1916, and with the help of this one, laser was introduced to method for production of highly intense, highly monochromatic, collimated, and highly coherent beam of light. This is property of laser. So two things very important. What is the full form of laser? The full form of laser is light amplification by a stimulated emission of radiation. Light is amplified means it will amplified by the process that is known as stimulated emission of radiation. We have amplified the light with the help of stimulated emission of radiation. So I want to discuss about what is the stimulated emission of radiation. So before this, we discuss about this one. There is three fundamental definitions. What is the absorption of radiation? We discuss about this one. What is the spontaneous emission? What is absorption? I will discuss about the absorption of radiation. We have also discussed about the spontaneous emission, and we have also discussed about the stimulated emission of radiation. So first, I want to discuss about what is the absorption of radiation. So what is going to happen? Absorption of radiation, I want to first figure, then I want to come back is this one. Have you seen the figure on the screen? Have you seen the screen? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is we have taken two energy state. This is lower energy state. You can say this is lower energy state. We can say this is ground state. We can show that there is a E1 energy state. This is lower energy state. Suppose that atom is here. We have incident of photon here. What do we? This atom absorbs the radiation and jump to higher energy state. This process is known as absorption of radiation. Again, I tell you, this is the low energy state. Low energy state means this is the energy is ground. You can say this is low energy state. You can also show that this is the ground state energy level. Suppose that this is E1. I've not written here, but suppose that this is E1. Atom in ground state. Initially, the atom is in ground state, and the photon of energy h nu. Photon means h nu. H is Planck constant. Nu is frequency of radiation. the photon of energy Hnu is incident here, then what will be atom? Atom will be absorb this photon of energy, and this will be go to jump to higher state. So you can say that when atom in ground state, electron in ground state, they absorb the energy and jump to higher state, higher energy state. Yeah, you can say that excited state. This process of radiation is known as absorption of radiation. So again, I tell you what is absorption of radiation. So I want to come back about theory. What this means, initially atom in ground state. Initially, the atom is in ground state. Suppose that we have given some energy, photon of energy Hnu. This atom will be absorb this energy, and atom will be jump to excited state. This is the position after the absorption of photon. So we can say that electron or atom can jump from ground state to excited state after the absorption of photon. And photon is, energy Hnu. H is the Planck constant, and nu is the frequency of radiation. So, again, I discussed about what is the absorption. An atom has a quantized energy state. Initially, suppose that atom in ground state. You can say that ground state, you can say that lower energy state. That is, suppose that E1. What is E1? E1 is the state at which atom in a ground state. When energy is given to atom, we have given energy from outside to atom, it goes to excited state. That is, it absorbs the photon of energy Hnu and can rise to higher energy state. This is E2. This is higher energy state. You can say that this is excited state by absorbing the energy of photon. This is known as also quantum of radiation. So what is frequency? You know very well what is Hnu. From this one, you can say that according to Bohr's law, you know what it is. This is E1. This is energy. The energy of this lower energy state is E1, and energy of this E2 energy state is E2. So what is Hnu? Hnu is equal to E2 minus E1. You know very well what is Hnu. Hnu is the absorption of energy. So you can write here Hnu is equal to E2 minus E1. So what is nu? Nu frequency of radiation, nu is equal to E2 minus E1 divided by H. Where you know very well what is E1. E1 is energy of state 1 and E2 is energy of state 2. This phenomenon is known as absorption of radiation. Absorption of radiation means when atom is in ground state, electron is ground state. What is this? We have given the energy of photon Hnu. This atom will be absorb the energy and jump to higher state. What is this? This phenomenon is known as absorption of radiation, and the frequency is given as E2 minus E1 divided by Hnu. So this process is known as absorption of radiation. Initially, atom in ground state, and if I give it some energy, atom will absorb the energy and jump to excited state. This is known as absorption of radiation. Yes, Divyam, any question, doubt, any ask me.
So what was?
Yes, Divyam.
So what was H?
Sorry?
So what was H in the formula?
In which formula? Sorry, we're talking about this formula. Hello.
Yes, sir. So what was?
Oh yes, H is Planck constant. I tell you, what is photon? Photon of energy Hnu, and what is H? H is known as Planck constant, and nu. What is nu? Nu is known as frequency of radiation. You get my point? So you know
Yes,
what is Hnu? Hnu is the difference of two energy level. Hnu is equal to E2 minus E1. So what is nu? Nu is equal to E2 minus E1 divided by H. This is the frequency. Yes, Divya, any question?
No, sir. Got it.
Okay. Parth, any question? Anyone have any question? So you know, keep in mind when atom in ground state, if I give energy to that atom absorb the energy and jump to higher state, jump to excited state. This phenomenon is known as absorption of radiation. So there are three definitions. What is absorption of radiation? What is spontaneous emission? And we have discussed about what is the stimulated emission of radiation. So first I discuss about the absorption of radiation. Anyone have any doubt to ask me? Otherwise proceed further. Mr. Yuraj Walia.
Yes, sir, no doubt.
Parth, any question? Parth?
No, sir.
Any doubt?
No doubt, sir.
So, this is the absorption of radiation. And so I want to discuss about what is the probability of transition. What is this? In this, in this figure, atom can jump. Atom can jump from lower to higher state. So I want to calculate the probability of transition of atom jump from state 1 to state 2. So, this is again, I want to discuss about that. Suppose that atom in, already I tell you, suppose that the atom is in lower energy state E1 and absorb the radiation and get excited to the higher energy state. Suppose that higher energy state is E2. So I want to calculate the probability of transition of atom, the probability rate of occurrence of absorption transition from 1 to 2. From 1 to 2 means the probability of transition of atom from state 1 to state 2. I tell you that 1 is state 1, it is energy E1. This can be said that this is ground state. This we also can say that this is the lower energy state. So I want to calculate the probability of transition of atom from state 1 to state 2 would be proportional to N1 and U nu. What is N1? N1 is the number of atoms and U nu is the energy density. Energy density of photon is dependent upon frequency nu. This is nu. So that the absorption is given as, actually I tell you that the probability of transition of atom is like this one. So you can write here, what is this? The probability of transition is, you can write here like this one, this. P12 is directly proportional to N1 and U nu. You can write here like this one. Is equal to U nu. Yeah, okay. P12 means probability of transition from state 1 to state 2 is directly proportional to N1 and also U nu. U nu means energy density of photon. But what is this? What is B12? B12 is known as proportionality constant. This is known as proportionality constant. It is also known as Einstein coefficient. And this B12 is, what is this B12? B12 is the Einstein coefficient of absorption and it depends upon the property of state 1 and state 2. So what is this? Again, I want to this one, this one. Have you seen on figure? This is the state 1, this is state 2. This is lower energy state, this is excited state energy. This is the E1 state, this is E2 state. Similarly here. So what is this? What is this? Number of photon will be larger. It will depend upon the, what is the probability of transition? Probability of transition. What is P12? P12 explain the probability of transition is directly proportional to the number of atoms in state 1 and also equal to directly proportional to energy density U nu. So that absorption transition from state 1 to state 2 is given as N1 B12 U nu. What is N1? N1 is the number of atoms in state 1. B12 is known as proportionality constant and it is also known as Einstein coefficient. This is B12. B12 is known as Einstein coefficient. B12 is known as Einstein coefficient. Okay. So here directly, I am writing here directly that probability of transition of atom from state 1 to state 2 is equal to N1 B12 U nu. This is the probability of transition of atom from state 1 to state 2. What is B12?
Sir, what is
B12
U
is known as
mu?
Einstein coefficient.
Sir, what is U
Yes.
mu? Sorry.
Hello, yes.
Sir, what is U mu? Please repeat.
U nu means energy density of photon.
Okay, sir.
You
Okay.
get, U nu means U is the energy density and photon, it depends on frequency. So I write here, you know what is H nu? H nu is the energy of photon, and H is Planck constant. What is energy? Energy of photon, it depends upon nu. So U nu means energy of energy density, which depends upon nu. Nu means frequency. Clear, Yuvraj Walia?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So again, I want to proceed further. So this is the So you keep in mind P12. P12 is the probability of transition from state 1 to state 2 is equal to N1 into B12. B12 is the probability constant. This is known as proportionality constant. Sorry, this is known as proportionality constant, and this is known as Einstein coefficient of absorption of radiation. So this is the total probability of transition from state 1 to state 2. This will be equal to N1 B12 U nu. So next I am talking about the spontaneous emission. So firstly I want to discuss the figure. What is the spontaneous emission? What is going to happen? Initially, this is E1. This is the E1 means lower energy state. This is E2 means higher energy state. This is ground state. This is the excited state. What is this? Initially, what is this atom? Atom is in excited state. Atom is in excited state, and this excited state. The lifetime of excited state is very small. What is lifetime? Lifetime is 10 to the power minus 8 seconds. So that after some time, atom automatically jump to ground state. After some time, this atom is jump to ground state after some time. When atom jump from higher to lower state, they emit a photon of energy H nu. This H nu, this emission of photon is known as, this process is known as spontaneous emission of radiation. Spontaneous emission of radiation means it automatically after some time it takes place. What is this? In the case of induced absorption, atom is absorbed energy and brought to excited state. But the lifetime of excited state is very small. After some time, the atom automatically jumps from higher to lower state. When atom jump from higher to lower state, they emit of energy photon H nu. So this phenomenon is known as spontaneous emission of radiation, and atom come back to ground state. This phenomenon is known as spontaneous emission of radiation. So I discuss here. So what is this? Same thing I discuss here. Initially the atom in higher state E2, the atom in excited state remains for only very small time. I tell you the lifetime of excited state is very small. That will be 10 to the power minus 8 seconds. So that atom jumps to the lower energy state, emitting a photon of energy H nu. This is known as radiation. If initially the atom in excited state and spontaneously jump to E1, then the photon of frequency H nu is given by E2 minus E1 divided by H. This process is known as a spontaneous emission. When at the atom from higher state jump to lower state, they have emitted a photon of energy H nu. This process is known as spontaneous emission of radiation, and frequency is given by E2 minus E1 divided by H. So I want to calculate the probability transition. What is probability transition? It is only depend upon the constant value A21, because we have not given any photon. So it does not depend upon the photon of frequency, photon, it does not depend upon the energy density of photon. So that the probability of transition of atom from state to state 1 is determined by only the properties of state 2 and state 1. State 2, state 1 means this is only the Einstein constant A to 1. Thus, the number of spontaneous emission transition from state 2 to state 1 can be written as A to 1. What is A to 1? A to 1 is known as proportionality constant, and this is also known as the Einstein coefficient. For A to 1 is the Einstein coefficient. This represents the property of state 2, state 1, and it is also independent of energy density U nu, so that we can determine the probability of transition of atom from state 2 to state 1 is, for spontaneous case, it is only dependent upon the properties of state 2 to state 1. So this is dependent as A to 1. This is known as Einstein coefficient for spontaneous emission. And in the case of Einstein spontaneous emission, it does not depend upon photon and it does not depend upon energy density, so that it is independent of energy density. So that transition probability from state 2 to state 1 for the case of spontaneous emission is written as A to 1. A to 1 means it is known as the Einstein coefficient, and it represents the property of state 1 and state 2. So like this one, here, again I want to revise this figure. This is the initial state. This is, you can say this is E1. This is E2. You know what is this? What is the initially? Initially means what is at the time of initially the atom is in excited state. You can say that atom in excited state. You can say this is high energy state. But the lifetime of atom is very small. After some time, after 10 to the minus 8 seconds, the atom is automatically jump from higher to automatically without any effect, without any incident of photon. The atom is automatically jump from higher to lower state. So when it jumps from higher to lower state, the difference of this energy is h nu. The E2 minus E1 is h nu. Difference of this energy is h nu. This photon is emitted out. This emission of photon is known as spontaneous emission, and in the case of spontaneous emission, the probability of transition from state 2 to state 1 is totally depend upon the property of state 2 and state 1. There is no effect of h nu, so that the probability of transition of atom from state to state 1 for the case of spontaneous emission is A to 1. A to 1 means it depends upon the Einstein coefficient and it does not depend upon the energy density. So such type of emission is known as spontaneous emission. So such type of emission is known as spontaneous emission. Anyone had doubt to ask? Any question, doubt to ask? Hello. Do you get my voice? I'm audible? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, any question, doubt to ask me. Clear? Yes or no? Can you tell me clear or not? Hello.
Sir, clear.
Dibyam, Yulaj
Yes, sir.
Walia. Clear? Vanshika, it is clear or not? Vansavir, tell me. Vansavir Chauhan, any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Vansika, any question, doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. So, this is so I proceed further. So I discuss about the spontaneous emission of rate. My voice is audible? Hello? My word is clear? Voice is audible? Hello?
Yes, sir. Voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
So, again, I tell you that this is a very simple definition of spontaneous emission. Spontaneous emission means atom in excited state and initially, and this is ground state. You can say this is lower energy state. You can say this is ground state, and you can say this E1. Okay, this is the excited state. This is higher energy state. This is E2. In initially atom in excited state, and after some time, automatically atom jump from higher state to ground state. And when jump from this one, the difference of energy is h nu, and this energy is emitted out. Such type of emission of radiation is known as a spontaneous emission, and we can say that in the case of spontaneous emission, it depends upon the property of state 1 and state 2, and it is independent of U nu. U nu means energy density. Clear? So I tell you that the transition probability from state 2 to state 1 for the case of spontaneous emission is A21. A21 is known as Einstein coefficient, and this is also known as the probability constant. So now I want to talk next topic. Now I want to discuss about the now I want to discuss about the stimulated emission. I want to discuss about the stimulated. This is very important. Stimulated, with the help of stimulated emission, we get laser amplified.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Hello, my voice is not clear. Hello. Hello, do you get my voice? Yes or no? Now voice is clear?
Sir, your voice
Hello.
is breaking.
Still now breaking? Still now
No, sir,
breaking?
good.
Sir,
Good, sir.
Hello.
Sir,
Still
now
now
good.
my
No, sir,
now
now
good?
it's good. Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
You tell me if you have any problem. You tell me because I can't tell you that you are my voice is audible or not. If you are not audible at once, you tell me. Then I can try to improve myself. Okay. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So again I'm talking about the stimulated emission. Stimulated emission of radiation. This is very important. This property is used in the laser emission. So we discuss in detail about the stimulated emission. What is the stimulated emission? Do you get my voice clear? Hello. Do you get my voice clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is the ground state. This is the ground state. This is ground state. This is excited state. Okay. Yes or no? What is this? What is going to happen? Initially, the atom is in excited state. That's second possibility. Second possibility means this is the ground state. This energy is E1. This energy is E2. Difference of energy is delta E. This is equal to H nu, incident photon. Clear? Initially, atom in excited state. Atom in excited state means atom in higher energy state. So what do I do in the case of stimulated emission of radiation? We have incident one more photon. We have incident one more photon, and the energy of photon is energy H nu. What will be? What will be? This one photon has, stimulated one emission of electron. This photon stimulate one photon from here. So atom will be jump to ground state, and this one photon and this photon are parallel. This is monochromatic. This is coherent, and this is known as stimulated emission of radiation. So atom comes in ground state and it emits two photons. One this photon and this one. There are two photons, and now two photon is emitted out. This photon is coherent. These two photons are coherent. So that difference of two energy level is E2 minus E1 equal to delta E, and this is equal to H nu, and this is known as stimulated emission of radiation. Again, I tell you, I repeat it one. This is the ground level. Yeah, you can say this is ground energy level. This is the excited state, higher energy state, excited state. Atom initially in excited state. Atom is in excited state. We have incident 1,4 photon here. So this one photon and atom jump from higher to lower. This photon is taken one photon from here. It will be two photon. You can say that atom excited state come from ground to come from excited state to ground state. This is one photon is emitted, and these two photons are incoherent. These two photons are known as stimulated emission of radiation. We have given one photon and we get two photons. So what is the condition for the stimulated emission of radiation? For getting the stimulated emission of radiation, atom must be in excited state. All the atom must be in excited state. You know, this is, we have seen the photon, and this photon is comes out. This one photon and this photon is now parallel, and we given one photon, we get two photon. This is known as stimulated emission of radiation. But for obtaining the stimulated emission of radiation, atom initially at the excited state. So we get the stimulated emission of radiation, otherwise it's not possible. So again, I want to discuss about this one. Stimulated emission of radiation. An atom in excited state under the influence of electromagnetic field of photon of frequency s nu, frequency nu incident on it, decay to a lower energy state, emitting an additional photon of same frequency. Now these two photons are same frequency, one incident and the other emitted. Move on. This is known as stimulated emission of radiation. Again, I explain you about this figure. You know, I want to again explain this figure. This is the, you know, this is the ground state. Do you get my voice? My voice is clear? Hello? Hello,
No,
voice is
sir,
clear?
your voice is, the voice is not clear, sir.
Oh, no, clear.
So it is clear.
Hello, my voice is clear, yes or no? Can you tell me?
Yes, sir, now it is clear.
Anyone more? Yuvraj Walia, my voice is clear, yes or no?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay, Vanshika, my voice is clear? You get my voice
Yes,
clear?
sir.
Parth, now you get my voice clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. It may be some technical issue, kindly check, okay? So, you know, again, I want to discuss about this one, this figure. Atom initially in ground state, atom in, this is the ground state, this is the excited state. Atom is initially at the excited state. So what is, we have to send one photon. So atom is again jump from higher to lower, this one photon and two photon. This two photon is emitted out. This phenomenon is known as stimulated emission of radiation. For the case of stimulated emission of radiation, atom will be in excited state. And when we send the photon and two photon comes out, these two photon are same frequency in same direction. So this phenomenon is known as stimulated emission of radiation. This phenomenon is known as stimulated emission of radiation. We have visited one photon, we get two photon. Okay, clear? So I want this is next slide. You know what is this? When the direction of these two photon, the direction of propagation, energy plus state of polarization of the emitted photon is exactly same as the incident one. Direction of, so you know, they are you can say that they are same frequency, they are same state of polarization, and you can say that they are highly monochromatic and coherent state travel. So finally, the probability rate of transition of atom from state 2 to state 1. I want to calculate, again I tell you that I want to calculate the probability of transition of atom from state 2 to state 1 is, again I tell you, this is the proportional to energy density. Why this is proportional to energy density? Because in this case we incident the photon of energy h nu. You know, have you seen on the figure? In this case we incident the photon of energy h nu, so that you know it is depend upon proportion to energy density of the stimulated radiation and written as, you know, B1 is proportional to this one. So this is equal to B21 U nu. What is B21? B21 is the proportionality constant. You also can say that this is the Einstein coefficient. So that, you know, the total probability of transition of atom from state 2 to state 1 is A21 plus B21 mu 2 U2. Yes or no? Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute, my dear friend. Just a minute, kindly wait for this. So this is equal to, have you seen the PPT on screen? Hello, yes or no? Hello? Do you get my voice?
Yes, sir.
Do you get my voice?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, you are not audible.
Okay. Hello, now I'm audible?
Yes, sir. Now you are audible.
Hello, now audible? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Actually, maybe some problem. Okay. Just a minute. Kindly wait for me. Now I'm audible? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Audible? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, again, I want to go back about this one, this one, sorry, this one. Where is B21 is the Einstein coefficient for the stimulated emission of radiation. We discussed about that. The probability of transition of atom from state 2 to state 1 is directly proportional to, I already tell you, directly proportional to the energy density. So that this is equal to B21 U nu. What is U nu? Energy density of photon, and B21 is known as Einstein coefficient. This is also known as proportionality constant. So that total probability, I want to talk about the total probability of transition of atom from state 2 to state 1 is, the total probability of transition of state 2 to state 1 is A21 or plus B21 U nu. This is the total probability of that. This is the spontaneous transition and this is the stimulated transition. So we can say that what is the total probability? The total probability of transition of atom from state 2 to state 1 is P21 is equal to A21 plus B21 U nu. Yes or no? Tell me. Hello, my dear friend. Yes or no? Tell me. My voice is clear? Yes or no? My dear friend, my voice is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is this? This is the total probability of transition. So I want to just revise it. I want to just revise it that this one. Just a minute, I want to revise this one. Yes, this is the laser. This is the diffraction of laser. So what is spontaneous emission of radiation? This is the absorption of radiation. Absorption of radiation means atom can be absorbed the photon of h nu and jump from E1 to E2. This is known as absorption of radiation. In the case of absorption of radiation, it depends upon, no, this is not N1. It depends upon the property of, it will be not N1. This is proportional to B12. This is proportional to B12. Proportional to B12 and energy density. So that not N1. N1 is the total number of particles. It will be discussed later on. So what is this? This is the, therefore, thus the absorption transition probability from state 1 to state 2 is depend upon the, B12. B12 already include the property of state 1 and state 2. It is already include. Probability of transition of atom from state 1 to state 2 is directly proportional to U nu. And what is this? Directly proportional to U nu. This is directly proportional to U nu. Directly proportional to U nu, and B12 is known as proportionality constant. This is known as Einstein coefficient, and B12 is depend upon the property of state 1 and state 2. Similarly, in the case of similarly in the case of spontaneous emission, this is A21. This is A21 means it depends upon the property of state 2 and state 1. Similarly, in the case of stimulated emission reduction, this depends upon the property of state 2 and state 1 into mu, U mu. So, so I tell you that the total probability of transition of atom from state 2 to state 1 is P21 is equal to A21. This is the spontaneous transition plus B21 U nu. In the case of, this is the example of stimulated emission. This is the figure of stimulated emission. This is the figure of stimulated emission in atom in ground state. Atom in excited state. This is the ground energy level. This is excited energy level. We have incident 1 photon, 2 photon will be incident, so that in the case of probability of transition from state 2 to state 1 is depend upon the energy density of photon and state 1 and state 2. So we can write here the probability of transition of atom from state 2 to state 2 to state 1 for the case of stimulated emission is written as B21 U nu. What is B21? B21 is known as propensity constant. It is also known as Einstein coefficient for stimulated emission of radiation, and it is depend upon the property of 1 state 2. Yeah, you can say that property of state 2 and state 1. So that I want to calculate the total probability of transition from state 2 to state 1 is sum of spontaneous transition and stimulated transition. So total probability B21 is equal to A21. A21 is the proportionality constant. This is known as Einstein coefficient for this is A21. This is known as Einstein coefficient for the spontaneous process, and B21 is also known as the Einstein coefficient for the stimulated emission of radiation. So this equation represents the total transition for the atom from state 2 to state 1. So this is the about the spontaneous emission, stimulated emission, and induced absorption. So we have to use later on for the laser action. So you keep in mind what is going to happen. First one is that first I discussed about the absorption of radiation. Atom in ground state absorbs the energy and excited to jump to excited state, and it depends upon the property of this will depend upon this phenomenon. Do you get my voice? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, my voice is clear.
Yes, sir.
So this is
Yes,
the probability of transition from state 1 to state 2. It totally depends on energy density and proportionality constant B12. So that what is this? Where B12 is proportionality constant, and it is also known as Einstein coefficient for the absorption. Similarly, A21. A21 is also known as, this is A21. This is known as Einstein coefficient for spontaneous emission. And similarly, B21 is known as the Einstein coefficient for stimulated emission of radiation. So I want to calculate the total transition of probability from state 1 to state 2. Total transition of atom from state 1 to state 2 is P12. P12 represents the probability of transition of state 1 to state 2. This is equal to B12 U nu. U nu means energy density. And again, this depends upon only A21. So sorry, again total transition. This is P21. This represents the total transition of probability of atom from state 2 to state 1 is A21 plus B21 into U nu. So this is too important. This is the probability of transition from state 2 to state 1. And first I discuss about the probability of transition 1. This is very important. We have used later on, so I discuss in detail. In lecture, next lecture, I will discuss about detail about the probability of transition from state 1 to state 2 and total probability of transition from state 1 to 2 and 2 to 1. Yes, any question, doubt to ask me? Anyone have any doubt to ask me? My voice is clear? My voice is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It may be some technical issue. I'm really sorry for that. You know, you keep in mind for the transition of atom from state 1 to state 2 is P12. P12 is equal to, you know, B12 U nu. U nu is the energy density. B12 is the Einstein coefficient. It depends upon the property of state 1 and state 2. So, you know, N1 is used later on. So I use the N1. I have used the letter N1 is later on, when I derive the relation between Einstein coefficient. Later on, I have derived the relation between Einstein coefficient. So we have used N1, N2, and so on. Clear? Anyone have any doubt? Ask me. Hello. Vansika?
No doubt.
Parth Bansal, any question? Parth?
No doubt, sir.
Okay. Yuvraj Walia?
No, sir.
Yuvraj Walia? Hello. Vidhi? So I proceed for attendance, okay? Clear? So I want to proceed for attendance. Any doubt to anyone?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Jasandeep?
Present, sir.
Any question, doubt?
No, sir.
Rama? Rama? Do you get my voice, Rama? Divyam Chadha?
Present, sir.
Mohit?
Present, sir.
Shekhar Vasisht?
Present, sir.
Sahil Jain?
Present, sir.
Vansika?
Present, sir.
Vidhi?
Present, sir.
Any doubt, Vidhi? Any question,
No, sir.
doubt?
No, sir.
Shivan Sharma?
Present, sir.
Hiren Shani?
Present, sir.
Shamir Chaudhary?
Present, sir.
Sudiksha?
Present, sir.
Yash Kapoor?
Present, sir. Yash Kapoor.
Any doubt, Yash Kapoor?
No, sir.
Vanshibir?
Present, sir.
Vansibir?
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Sanket?
Present, sir.
Neha?
Present, sir.
Parth Batra?
Present, sir.
Adit Rajput?
Present, sir.
Shakti?
Present, sir.
Shakti, are you here?
Yes, sir, I am here.
Next. Parth Bansal, kindly wait. I discuss your problem. Just wait, okay? Parth Bansal?
I haven't asked any question.
You get my voice? Parth Bansal, you get my voice?
Yes, sir, I get your voice, but I didn't ask any question.
Kindly wait. I discuss your Mr. Pajal Goswami? Pajal?
Sir, present, sir. Prajwal, present.
Naman?
Present, sir. Naman.
Walia?
Present, sir.
Kusag Jain?
Sir?
Yes. Kusag
Sir,
Jain?
Sir, Kushag is present. His mic is not working.
Nikita,
Present, sir.
Pragati, Arunit,
Present, sir.
Hemang Bhatia,
Present, sir.
Aryaman,
Present, sir.
Rakshit Malik,
Present, sir.
Aryan,
Present.
Nibir,
Present, sir.
Parth Bansal,
Sir, present.
Bhavir Singh.
Present, sir.
Okay, thanks for asking. Any question?
Excuse
Ask
me, sir. Sir, you have not taken my name.
your name.
Shantanu Chaudhary.
Bhavir Singh, you are present.
Sir, my name.
Sir.
What is your name?
Sir, Aditya Kumar.
Ajit Kumar. Just a minute. Just wait for a minute. You are present, Ajit Kumar. Okay, don't worry.
Okay, sir.
You don't worry. I have taken MS team without when I make you absent. Then I take a check from your MS team. Don't worry. Okay. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. Thanks to all of you. Parth Batra, kindly wait. I want to share my PPT about the polarization. Okay. Just wait.
Sir, can we leave?
Yes, you can do. Only Parth Batra is have wait for the because I want to discuss the topic polarization.
Thank
You
you,
can
sir.
leave the class.
Okay, bye, sir. Thank you, sir.